Shani She Rock, part of the Empress Gang. How you feeling?
I'm fine.
Good. So the Luv Locz is coming up on their 7th anniversary.
Yeah.
How long have you been a part of the Luv Locz?
A year. We came up on our year anniversary not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
Yeah,
and you've been dancing with the Luv Locz the whole time?
The whole year,
The year. During that year, how has the band changed?
Well, we did grow. We had different, people come and help us out. I met different ethnicities of artists. We traveled. We did a lot of traveling and just different experiences. We're coming up, we're going to be traveling out of the country here soon. That's real big. That's a big one for me. So.
And where are you going?
I love the traveling. Jamaica.
And then so this year when you went on tour, you went to Chicago?
Chicago. We danced at a couple different places.
Have you had a favorite show or moment from this past year?
Yes, my favorite moments was actually when we first went to Chicago when we was on the beach.
Okay.
So that was a big favorite moment. And it was me and the Empress Gang, and we was just hanging out and cooling. I just thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Because the band goes much deeper than just the band. I mean, there's real friendships here.
Friendships. Yeah. Yes, we all close. We tried. We're very close. We have tribe vibes. We have Heart Day here at the Heart where we practice. So we get closer outside the band.
Absolutely. And that's beautiful. Like, it's great to be in this space and be intentional about growing our relationships. Because, like, even coming to circles, like, it's cool to know you guys out in the creative scene.
Yes.
But to be able to come to the circle and hear, like, what's on your heart, like, allows me to feel closer to you, to get closer, to be more intentional with my relationship with you. And that's a really cool thing to be a part of. And it's great that the band has, like, integrated that lifestyle, even if you aren't necessarily involved in the heart. You know, I feel like every time I come around, I get more and more familiar with the band. I get more and more comfy, and that's beautiful. How has the Luv Locz Experiment contributed to your individual artistry? Because you're a dancer, you dance outside of Luv Locz?
Yes.
What other dance do you do?
I praise dance, and I'm also familiar with step and drill team and things of that nature. But outside of Luv Locz, I'm a praise dancer.
Okay. And so how has Luv Locz contributed to your other art forms or to you as a dancer?
Well, it contributes for exposure, experience, and meeting new people. Like I met Poetic, and she has different events and stuff, and that's different exposure. Meeting people in the artistry that does the same thing. There's plenty of ways that I kind of connect. And I'm meeting you, like you're giving me this interview.
Bless.
Just meeting different artists helps.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's beautiful to be a part of. Because I think a lot of times until you come into the community as an artist, you're just like, I'm just on my own journey. I'm just creating my art. And then you meet people that I may not dance, but like I can relate to you as an artist because you feel like you're growing in your craft, but you're growing in the creative industry. And that's cool to like have that realization of like, I'm not alone. And I think that's what helps like strengthen the community even more because I feel like we become more supportive of each other. And again, more intentional with that relationship too. What are you most excited for coming into this next year with the Luv Locz Experiment?
I'm mostly excited for Jamaica and to see what the new music holds for us. And the new dances we're going to come up with, I'm very excited.
Okay, so you guys choreographed the dance?
Yes, me and my girl, Chakia.
Okay, shout out Chakia. Do you choreograph those like when they're rehearsing the song or how do you?
Yep.
Okay.
As soon as we feel a move, like, we should do this right here. Oh, we should do that right there. Sometimes we choreograph that performance.
Okay, yeah, period. You know what? Because you guys have some breaks in there where it's freestyle, right?
Yes.
Where I've noticed that. Because I have a praise dance background, but that's when I was like in middle school. And so I can pick up on that from a technical standpoint, I'd say. And so that's cool. Because every time we see, is it algorithm that you?
Yep, that's why we have solos.
Yep, every time I'm like, this is so different, but so unique to them and so good. Are you anticipating expanding the Empress Gang at some point? Or
yes, we're definitely thinking about having new members come along and practice the dances and join us. And so, yeah, that's in the works.
Okay, cool. And I do love the audience participation that both of you do, but you're also very intentional about just going out and grabbing people like from the very back, from the kids to everything. And
I know what that started. That is Darshil. Like I'm beginning out with, I didn't want to or didn't like to people bring us on stage until I noticed how much they loved us. First, I thought it was like, oh, they in my way, but then it started to turn like, oh, they really love us.
Yeah,
they really
absolutely.
Want to dance with us. So I made room for them.
Oh, beautiful. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, people get a little too close. There's a video.
That'd be me.
There's a video I have of Chiquia and some guy was getting too close, and I was ready to like security guard, like, sir, give her some space.
Yeah, and that's how I be sometimes. But then I have to think back, like, but they just love us.
Yeah, and it's cool to see you guys work around that because there's been times that I've noticed where it's like that person is really just has no sense of personal space right now, and y'all just like float around them, and it looks part of the dance, and I'm like, this is what professionalism is. Like y'all are so professional with that.
So I thank Darshil for that, for sure.
Bless, shout out Darshil. Did you have a moment when you realized like the Luv Locz is it? Like they're the real deal?
Well, yeah, I actually was supposed to be a part of Luv Locz when they first like even invented the band.
Okay.
But you know how the universe works in its own mysterious ways. So I didn't really get fully connected until I met Chiquia, and then we connected together as one with the Luv Locz, and then how organized and put together our performances be, and where we're performing, and how original we are, like far as, you know, some groups, they just be at one spot when they perform. We all over. Like, so we don't have just this one particular spot. We're just here. We're everywhere. We on tour, you know? So that's when I realized, like, oh, this is the real deal. Yeah, we're really traveling.
And that's been cool. Something that Onyx and I talked about was how you can really go into almost any crowd, any setting, and no matter what the energy of the audience starts at, it raises. And whether they're familiar with reggae or not, you know, they are into the music. And that's again, just so professional and so cool to see, as I'm always in the audience. I mean, I'm looking from a spectator point of view, capturing most of it. And it's cool to see that, like, on this side of like all these people just sitting back, just like, what is happening, to them being up, invading your space to where I have to be ready to interject, you know? Is there anything that you're a part of outside of Luv Locz, or like, what are you into?
Well, outside of Luv Locz, I am a fitness coach.
Okay.
And I have a brand called Get Lit, Get Fit. And we have a class at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and 10 a.m. on Saturdays. And right now it's donation based. If you come and check us out, we have smoothies and juice on board. So you check us out at the Heart. That is at the Heart.
I hang around some real dealers down on Germantown.